everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you thinking about listing your home? Trying to take advantage of this awesome market we're in right now? Well, today we'll be discussing how to get the biggest bang for your buck and the 12 things you need to do before putting your house on the market. My name is Ashley McKeever, and I'm a realtor with the Prairie and Pine Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Greater Omaha. Okay guys, it's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Do a little bit of manual labor so you can get the biggest bang for your buck in any market. You never want to leave money on the table. Before you put your house on the market, go over these simple things. A lot of them are really easy to do, and you don't need to hire anybody to do most of these things, so just a little time consuming, but what's a little sweat equity, right? Okay, number one. Find a great real estate agent. A lot of people think that they can sell their homes themselves, especially in this hot market, and I don't blame them. Houses are flying off the market these days, and it can be tempting, but try to resist the urge. If there's no agent involved, these transactions always lead in disaster. And according to HomeLight, in 2020, for sale by owners sold at a median of $200,000 when compared to agent assistant home sales at $280,000. Even after the commission, that's significantly lower. And your choice of home repairs, listing price, and negotiation tactics can lose you thousands of dollars a pop, adding up in a major deficit, which leads the seller to sacrifice both time and money. And I'll be doing a video here shortly on for sale by owners versus real estate agents too, so make sure to look for that. That being said, don't just blindly hire an agent. Make sure you ask around, get somebody you're familiar with, interview a couple of them, see who's the best fit for you. Not everybody meshes well together, even if they're a great agent. Sometimes you just don't get along with people, and you want somebody that you can really trust with your money and getting you the most money out of your home. Number two, curb appeal. Some sellers overlook curb appeal. We all tend to do this. We all judge a book by its cover. So you want to make sure not just like the inside, the outside is as cleaned up, pristine as it can be. I know sometimes in the winter it's tricky. So if that's something that you don't like doing, you're not good at landscaping, and you don't want to mess with it, maybe list in the winter when there's some snow on the ground. But in the spring, summer, fall, make sure your yard is immaculate. Investing in small potted flowers is always a good idea. It brightens up and catches the eye when people are driving by. And that's something you can take along with you too. You don't have to leave. And if you're not sure how to improve your curb appeal, talk to your real estate agent. Maybe hire a landscaper to do some simple things for you. Anything just to make that area stand out in pictures and on drive-bys. Number three, declutter. This is one of the most important things I tell my sellers. Get rid of things. Put stuff in the garage. Less is definitely more in this case. You want people to imagine their furniture in there, and if your furniture and things are throwing up in every single room, then it's not going to be a comfortable environment for your buyers to walk through. Or they're not even going to come through because the pictures of it are so horrendous. So make sure countertops are clean, window seals, tables, closets are cleaned up, because you know people are going to be opening cupboards and closets just to see how much storage space there is. And you want to make it look like there's as much space in there as possible. And doing these things will help that. And if you're like, well, where do I put this? Start packing. Put them in boxes. You don't need everything out all of the time. Obviously, leave some nice decor and stuff. And again, your realtor will be able to let you know. But in most cases, I've told people to get rid of side tables and extra furniture and add rugs to certain spaces just to make them feel more cozy. There's a lot of things you can do. Take this time to kind of spring clean, so when you do fully move, it's a little faster and easier for you because you're not going through everything. Order a dumpster if you need to. If you've been in this home for, 20 years, you might need to get a dumpster, and that just makes your life so much easier. Number 4, depersonalize the space. Depersonalize the space just means getting rid of like family photos so the buyers can actually see themselves in your home. When you have your photos hanging everywhere, it just makes it seem like it's still your home and you want them to envision themselves living there. Any bold artwork as well and furniture that might make the home less appealing, like we talked about before in decluttering. The goal is to create a blank canvas overall, which buyers can project their own visions of living there and loving it. Number 5, repaint the walls to neutral tones. You might love bright colors, orange, red. I get a lot of red because we're in Nebraska and people have Husker rooms. So sometimes if it's in a bar or whatever downstairs, that's not a big deal. But upstairs in the living space, not everybody likes orange in a red living room or a red bedroom. So I suggest painting over if they have the time and if they want to, and do neutral colors. Ask your agent what colors are in right now, what are selling. Obviously, a lot of grays are very popular right now. Any neutral color is good. The goal is to appeal to the most buyers. And if they don't feel at home in your house, they'll probably move on and look at another house. Number 6, touch up any scuff marks. You can always scrub baseboards and trim, and especially the white ones, they get scuffed really easily and dirty. Make sure you're cleaning them off. Make them look fresh and clean. Try to make the experience for the buyer as nice as possible. So when touring the house, the buyer doesn't add these things to their to-do list, and they know that you've maintained the home because you're cleaning it and it looks pristine. And you'll get more interested buyers, which brings more offers on the table and more money in your pocket. Number 7, fix any loose handles. I know this seems like a small thing, but you'd be surprised how many buyers pull a cupboard door and get a negative effect on the house because it's loose or almost falling out of the drawer. Or, if a light bulb's missing or it's burnt out, it'll just make them stop and think, what else is wrong with the house that I can't see and that they haven't taken care of? For a buyer, especially a first-time home buyer, submitting an offer and committing to a mortgage is huge. It's the biggest purchase they will ever make in their lives. And so you don't want to give the buyers any doubt that your house won't make a great home. Number 8, add some plants. I don't have a green thumb. I'm horrible at taking care of plants. This one behind me has almost died a couple times. I'm doing better. But if you're like me, you can buy fake plants that look really real. That's what I've done for a lot of my house staging. And it does. Even in a vacant home, it just brings some modern qualities to the home, brightens up the space. It really impresses buyers when they're looking through the home. And it brings some extra color and life to your decor. Number 9, the smell test. This is one of the most important things I can urge sellers to do. When you first walk into that house and it smells like an animal or like cooked food, it can be a real turnoff for a lot of buyers. And even slight ones can be a deal breaker, and you as a seller might not even notice it. Invite an unbiased third party over to your home just to ask them, hey, do you smell anything? I have 2 cats. Do you smell their litter boxes? Or I smoke outside, but does it smell like smoke in here? If your smells keep coming back after cleaning and deodorizing, sometimes using masking techniques isn't always great too, like room deodorizers, candles, because some people are very sensitive to those smells as well. So as much cleaning you can do as possible, get some fresh air flowing through there, open some windows, and painting will be huge for those smells too. But use very light fragrances if you are going to deodorize. some clean cotton smells, something that smells kind of like nothing, rather than, people are sensitive to citrus or lavender, or, don't always want to smell maple syrup when they come into a home. So just be very cautious about using those room deodorizers as well. Number 10, clean, clean, clean. Clean. This is so important. If you don't do anything else, do this one. And once you're done cleaning your house, clean some more. Hire somebody to clean your house if that's not your thing. So when you have photos taken, you want your photos to look the best. You want people to see your house and want to come look at it. Naturally, you want your house to always look like it does in those pictures. So make sure you're cleaning it all the time. It is very time consuming when you're listing and selling your house, when people are walking through it all the time. But hopefully you only have to do this for maybe a week, and then you can be done for a little while for cleaning. But it is very important to keep that house clean when you're showing it. And I always tell my sellers, when you're leaving the house in the morning to go to work, make sure that house is spotless, because you never know when you're going to have last minute showings scheduled. So you just want to make sure everything is good to go if you have something come up really quick. So you don't have to rush to the house and clean everything to make more work for yourself. So just every time you leave that house, make sure it's spotless. Number 11, hide valuables. And this goes with cleaning. So as you're cleaning for your pictures and for showings, make sure you hide jewelry, any kind of treasures. Just keep them out of sight or locked up or stored somewhere else. There are going to be so many people coming in and out of your house, so just remove the opportunity for things to get stolen. Number 12, consider staging. Properly staging a home can impact the amount of money you keep in your pocket. You can make about 5 to 10% more on a well-staged home than you would otherwise. And it's always nice to get your home staged by a professional, because they do this all day, every day. Home stagers evaluate the current condition and belongings in your house and will determine kind of what elements might raise the bar a little bit. Professional stagers will know the real estate market and what sells. So it's important to take their advice and not take offense when they tell you something's off with your current decor, because they're just trying to help you make more money. And that's their job. So that is all 12. Doing these things will be sure to get a lot of interested buyers for you and put a little money in your pocket as well. I hope you guys got something out of this checklist, and it'll help you sell your house quicker and for more money. Stay tuned every Wednesday at 10 a.m. for more videos on real estate and Omaha, Nebraska. Bye!